Hey guys, we are back for another live. Okay, you guys see what's on our thumbnail here. Y'all see what's on our description. We're going to be interviewing Miss Sweet Tea, you guys, Latiesha Lunceford, Dr. G's wife from Married to Medicine. Okay, we got some great questions that we're going to ask her. Okay, and she'll be coming on here in a second, and she's still, I think, getting ready. So we're going to just talk a little until then. All right, so how are you guys feeling about the interview? I'm excited. I just spoke to her. She's ready. Yeah, we got some good stuff. I hope you guys get to learn a little bit more about her. She hasn't been seen on the show in a while, so it's a great idea to actually talk to her to see where she is in life and what she's doing. She and Dr. G, they are still thriving and surviving out here, honey. They still doing the damn thing. So I hope you guys get to hear some things that you guys may not know about her. This is my second time interviewing her, so I hope she is ready for a good time. All right, get some good laughs in and get some good information. I'm going to go ahead right now while we're waiting for her to come up, and I'm going ahead and put some music on so you guys can rock out and vibe. Okay, while we're getting ready for everything to get set up. But thank y'all for coming on in. I see more people are coming in as well, but let's go ahead and rock out just a little bit. All right, thank y'all. I'm still here.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within
mind? Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions, each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth.
Hey, okay, we was rocking out till you got here. All right. Thank you so much. Hey, ma'am.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I'm good. Welcome to the stage, Miss Sweet Tea. Let's get this little banner down, child. We were waiting. They are excited. They are excited that you're here.
Oh, I'm excited to be invited back.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of fans in the chat, honey. Yes, you do. We're gonna get into the show though. Again, this is Miss Sweet Tea. Let's go ahead and give her a round of applause. Girl, we got all of our little we got all of our little hand claps and stuff. But let's go ahead and get into the show. All right. Thank you again for joining us. Again, this is Miss Sweet Tea Lunceford, Dr. G's wife from Married to Medicine. Okay, you guys show her some love in the chat. Put some hearts in the chat, okay, to show her some love because we love her over here. All right.
Hey, y'all.
Yes, okay. So let's get into the interview. How are you doing today, by the way?
I'm doing pretty good. I've been chilling, catching up on my Netflix today. I was off of work, so I'm doing good.
You look great. Love looks good on you. All right.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get into it. All right. How's Dr. G? How's he doing?
He's doing good, busy as always.
Okay, out there getting his golfing on. I saw him.
Of course.
Getting his golfing on. All right. Speaking of golfing, and speaking of Dr. G, is he still talking to any of the guys from the cast of Married to Medicine?
Not really that I know of. I think that the group that he golfs with now is just like a new group. I was telling him it's probably best that way to kind of, just get you like a real group of friends that you really, that care about you. And I just told him start over. I just don't think that it was healthy for him to be golfing that group. He may still talk to them here and there, but I think that he's just like they're behind him now. So
yeah. Well, hey, some people are in your life just for a season. So we get it. We understand. All right, so let's get into it. So it looks like you took some time away from the show. You do have a lot of fans that miss seeing you on Married to Medicine. So can you tell some of the fans, what are you actually doing now since leaving the show?
Honestly, I've just been focusing on myself, pouring it back into myself because I felt like, when you leave like a toxic working environment, you just really need to decompress. And so while I was on the show, I also maintained another job. I was working for the CDC. And so, I dealt with a lot there. We had a shooting at work here in Atlanta. We've had a lot of layoffs, thank God that I still have my job, but it's just been a lot of changes due to the change of administration with Trump. And so I've just been kind of going through grievances there, but honestly, been pouring back in myself. I've been traveling and,
I see you was in Africa for a little bit.
Yeah. My sister, she moved there.
Yeah. Okay. And your twin sister's there, right?
Yep. She's in Cape Town. She moved out there last year.
How is that with her being so far away and you guys being twins?
It's hard, because like it was already hard because we used to all live together before moving to Atlanta. And so, I moved here, got married, and then I was able to kind of get away here and there, go see the kids. And, it's very difficult now because it's like, dang, I'm used to seeing them, when I get a chance, I could just catch a flight. But, going to Africa, it's very expensive right now. And so, I talk to them every day.
That's good. FaceTime. That's the power of FaceTime. You can still see them and talk to them, but it's, I get it. I get it. Yeah. All right. So let's continue on. Let's get into now. I was watching your recent video on YouTube. All right. And I want to base most of my questions from that. I did see on your video where you were saying that you were painted as this violent person on the show. I didn't see that. Where did that narrative come from?
I just think that that's just a narrative that they'll try to, if they don't want you there and they feel that you are a threat to them and to their position, their job. So they will try to paint and say, oh, you're aggressive. I mean, they've done it to me. They've done that to Contessa. They recently did this to Simone. So it's just a way that they try to get you out of the circle. So it's just like, what I like to call is like, Karenishas. You know how you Karen, so in this we Black folks, so I'm gonna call them Karenishas.
Yeah.
And that's just what happens. It just comes with the territory, they see
right. So initially, who asked you to come onto the show was Dr. Heavenly, correct?
Yeah, it was like Dr. Heavenly and it was Jackie.
Mm-hmm. the two that didn't want you on there in the end, which is so weird. So
Yeah.
what I found to be so weird is that Heavenly went through leaps and bounds to ask production and everyone else to have you on the show. They thought that you would be a great addition, only to get you on the show and then just kind of throw you to the side in order to bring someone else on the show, which she said was her friend, which was Quad. I don't like that because I'm gonna be honest. I felt like you were more so married to medicine, being that you and Dr. G are married. He is a doctor. I did feel like, give her a chance to kind of, get her feet wet. This, your first season, you were a little,
Right.
and it takes time to kind of learn the ropes and kind of learn the girls and how everything kind of moves on the show. But I just didn't like how the girls didn't like quickly embrace you. And of course, that's how it is when you're the new girl on the show. You do get kind of bullied a little bit. We saw a little bit of that, but
Yeah.
I'm being honest, you held your own. I was like, okay, she got a little in her, so that kind of played in good for you. But are you happier now that you're off the show?
Honestly, I am. I think that it was an experience that it's an experience that I feel like I learned from, and I feel like that I became more firm within myself. And so, honestly, it made me stronger. And so, um, a lot of people join the show for opportunities and all that. I think that I've always been the type of person, I'm going to try something once. That was me in the military. I used to be I used to be a wrestler. Like I've done random things in my life that I'm just like, I will try something and just say, okay, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. So
I cannot see you being a wrestler. You seem so girly, but then again, you were in the
yeah.
military, so wow. Okay, remind me not to run up now.
I did it in high school for 3 years, and I was like, oh, let's just try it out. And so I did it, and I honestly loved it. And so it's like I will try something one time just to say, okay, I did it.
Well, I knew you had some Bruce Lee or something in you the way you ran across that beach shower when they was
Oh
trying to
Lord.
get it out the G. I said, "Uh-oh, here she go, honey." You was like this on him.
Yeah, I was going. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do some damage when I come over there.
I was like, "Oh, here we go, honey. The ratings about to go up." But all right, so let me ask you this because you did get to share this part of your life on the show as well, which I thought was great that you opened up and shared that about your endometriosis. Shout out to you for sharing that because a lot of people don't want to share their medical stuff because
Yeah.
it's very private. So big up to you for
Yes.
doing that. How is that going? How's your journey with that going?
I think that it's like an up and down journey, and sometimes I struggle with it because I've had a lot of it's so interesting because I have a lot of like friends that actually have gone through similar, fibroids, endometriosis, and it's a lot of like my black girlfriends that have gone through this,
Mm-hmm.
in many years in history. A lot of us, a lot of us, they say that we were able to have babies and all that. And so like, I had friends that went through these things before me and I've been there, but you never think that it's going to be you. And so when I had endometriosis, I've always been optimistic when I found out. And you can't truly diagnose endometriosis unless you go through surgery. And
Mm-hmm.
so I was kind of shocked, like, I was just optimistic the whole time. Like, I have a twin sister that's been able to have kids and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And so I just was like, oh, I mean, we've always had painful cycles most of our lives. So I was just like, oh, it just came with the territory. My mama had it. So I just felt like maybe it's hereditary. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know. And so it's just been an up and down journey. And then finally having to go through well, I recently went through egg retrieval and then also being married to someone that's older, busy schedule. And so it's been difficult. It's been an up and down journey, but I'm really just learning to just be within myself and pour back in myself. So
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I saw that you were mentioning that you're back to focusing on maybe taking like your prenatals to maybe try again. If you want to talk about that, you can.
yes. So when I made that video, I made it actually back in like April. And so I just recently got around to it. And so yeah, I started taking my prenatals. I started taking CoQ10. Um, I've another vitamin called anisotol that supposedly helps with production of eggs and all that. And so I wanted to make sure that my egg quality was good. And so by the grace of God, like, it's so crazy that I went through my egg retrieval recently, and the doctor originally told me that I was going to probably have to do this egg retrieval thing again because it's like you got to go through these injections and all that kind of stuff. So
Mhm.
it's a lot, and I went through that for like 2 weeks doing the injections. And so the doctor originally told me that I was going to have 0 to 3 eggs. And so I was kind of bummed out about that. I was like, really? Because after I had my surgery, my egg count went low. And so that's just kind of a
Yeah.
risk. Once you go through the laparoscopic surgery, it's a risk that you will lose eggs when you go through the surgery. It just comes
Hmm.
with the territory. And
Hmm.
so she said that I was going to get 0 to 3 eggs, but when I woke up, I actually had 7 eggs, and then I had 6 that were viable to be fertilized and frozen. So I was like, well, thank God. She told me before 0 to 3, where the eggs come from? I said,
You
I
know
just
the
use
number
this.
seven, honey. That number seven is a powerful number.
I know. That's
Okay?
what someone told me, number 7. I was like,
Look at
okay. And
what
I was
number
like,
seven mean.
dang.
Everything kind of happens within a certain divine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I was like,
Mhm.
well, okay. And I plan on doing another egg retrieval because I want to I don't want to go through IVF and then have to go start from square one. So I want to bank more eggs, as
Mm.
many as I can, and then I'm going to fertilize them all, and then I'll come back and do it.
Okay. And how's Dr. G feeling in this process? Because I know in the show he was saying he wanted to wait another like a deadline, but he's fully on board, of course.
Well, I think that right now he's been asking me, but like I think that's where I wish that I had more support from Gregory in that, because he's been really busy with work. And I told him, recently we paid off the house and everything. And so I was telling him, like, you have to be proactive in your own health and make sure you do what you got to do. And
Hmm.
so, I'm really just honestly have been waiting on him to, make sure he does his sperm analysis and all that. And, just do what needs to be done. And so, um, honestly, I just been waiting on him, to be
I'll be
honest.
honest with you, with men, they don't be up on stuff like that. And I just know because
I
I'm the
know, and
type.
that's frustrating. And he's a
Baby,
doctor.
you got to just get them like, look, come to the office, like, listen, I need to take you somewhere. Let's go. Let's get this done because this has to be done like now. And that's how you have to do it with men because they don't like to go to the doctor. And a lot of times they'll procrastinate. But when we're trying to get things like that, IVF
Yeah,
and stuff
that's
like that done.
important. Yeah, and I realized that, and it's not. I guess it is a man thing. I just expected more, and I'm still newly married, so I just expected more from Gregory as being a psychiatrist, being a doctor in general. Like they say that the doctors are the worst patients, and which
Yeah,
they are, and I'm just like,
yeah.
this is crazy. and I
You
and I
gotta
and I have
make it
other
so.
doctor wives friends that tell me the same thing. They deal with very similar with their husbands too.
Yeah, you gotta make him go, child. Go pick him up from work. Say, hey, we're gonna go lunch. Then we're gonna go here because we gotta get this done. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna hit this and I'm gonna hit this question and quit it. All right. Now you mentioned on your video on Married to Medicine that during the reunion that something kind of popped off and Dr. Jackie was supposed to give you an apology, but then chose not to do that. Why do you think she chose not to give you an apology for something that she said? Because I kind of, and I'm not to talk down on them, but I've kind of seen a lot of mean girlish ways and behaviors with Jackie in the most
Yeah.
recent seasons, and I don't like it because Jackie started out being this quiet, humble person, but I kind of noticed a change when she started hanging with some certain people on the show. Why do you think that though? Did she did that?
I really don't know. I don't like to make too many things about them, but like I
Right.
will say that Mimi, she reached out to me while we were in New York before the reunion, and we were doing press runs. And she said that, oh, she wanted to apologize, but I'm like, but she has my number and all that, so I don't know why she's communicating with you to talk to me. I don't understand what that is. But I was kind of like, well, okay. And so, but I just saw something different once I came to the reunion. I just saw something different from her. I didn't really understand what was the problem, where it came from, but I just said that, you know what, I'm going to allow the audience to see her for who she is and my experience with her. And
It was
so
real rah-rah at the reunion. I didn't know where that was coming from either. Like
yeah, like
everybody was just like,
yeah, I like, I could have went off. I could have,
I
I
feel
could
like you
have.
should
I
have.
mean,
I feel
I
like you
really could
should have
have.
because everybody was kind of looking at you as like the youngest girl on the show. Like they kind of portrayed you as being this weak individual. And it kind of low key
Right.
was a little bullying from
It
what I
was. It was a lot. It was a lot of that going on. But after, like at the reunion, I felt like it was a lot of antagonizing, and so I was like, you know what? And I wish that I could have actually had my phone and just would have just would have pressed the camera and just allowed to record so people
Mhm.
can see. But I said, you know what? They're trying to antagonize me. They're trying to pay me, so I'm just not going to give them anything. And so normally normally I'm definitely am like I'm gonna snap back, I'm gonna snap back and defend myself because and daddy didn't raise no food so or no pump. So
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just like, you know what, I need people to see who these people truly are. And so I don't need to do anything to I don't have to do anything here at this reunion. I just need them to see this is what my experience here. It was a toxic working environment.
So you're saying that it took, I remember you saying in your video that it took you leaving for people to actually see what was going on with the cast, where like people were saying, oh, I'm going to be Mrs. King. I'm going to be Mrs. King. And then now look at how things kind of turned out. Do you care to elaborate on that?
I just honestly I just felt like what happened after the show, I felt like it was gonna come out anyway. Like, I felt like people tried to dim my light and tried to throw salt on my name, dirt on my name, whatever it was, to make them seem a certain way. And I just feel like, I don't know, if people truly just be within their authentic self, like you would have a show, you would have a good show. You don't have to fake the funk, you don't have to do all these things and put on, I get it, it's a show, you do maybe turn it up a little bit, but it's just
Mhm.
like some of the stuff I was just kind of shocked, like wow, like I mean this is what we're really doing. I just feel like if naturally if especially being on the show with doctors, I know that they sometimes have done like missions and all that, and we talked about those things, and naturally people will come together and you'll have your issues within the group. You may not agree on certain things that you're doing,
Mhm.
and so I feel like naturally it will come. Conflict will come, and then we'll be able to resolve it later on. I just thought that's how it would go, and so I
Mhm.
feel like it would be more genuine if we did it that way. So I just feel like everything that they tried to paint me as, it just really came out on them. So I was just like, well, it is what it is. Like they'll see it for themselves.
I was kind of sad to see you and Dr. Simone not be as tight as you guys were. Because I know you and Simone and Cecil and Dr. G, y'all used to do like the double dates, right?
Yeah, we've hung out a few times, and I've been over Simone's house. She's been over my house, and I still do like Simone. I I think that like what it was for me was everybody has their loyalty, especially within that main core group that started with that cast. They have their loyalty to that show, and so and I still like Simone. I she wanted me. She reached out to me before the reunion because I wasn't going to go at first. So she
Hmm.
reached out to me and encouraged me to go. And she was said that she was there as my sister, and but I did feel like they didn't really. I felt like she didn't do a good job, as in like really just being there for me. Like, you see what's going on here. Like, she came in. I remember the scene when she came to me at the reunion. It was like, I'm here, I'm here. But I'm like, these people are constantly coming at me. And it's just like,
Hmm. Hmm.
what do you want me to do?
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
it's like I'm sitting here trying to defend myself. People are over talking me, being disrespectful. Like,
Hmm.
I get that you're here as my sister, but I just feel like as a sister, you would do more. You would say
Simone
something.
got that pop off on her. She definitely
She
could have.
does, she does, and then there's times that she did at times, and I'm not gonna say she didn't at all because she did, especially in the backstage during that fight between her and Quad, and so the fight was about, Quad was making it seem like Simone was bringing us on the show, but I'm like, I don't even know why y'all arguing about that because that never was Simone, that wasn't Simone, that was Jackie and Heavenly, so
Well,
it was
what
just
was
like.
Quan's issue with you coming on to the show?
um, I don't know. I honestly felt like maybe she felt like she was being replaced at the time. I think that they had their issues. I stayed out of it that first season I was on. And so they had their issues before. I didn't quite understand it at first, what was going on. So I stayed out of it because I didn't feel like it was my place to say anything.
It
I
just felt
came in
weird to me
there, I
seeing
came in
her.
there very positive.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it kind of felt weird to me watching the show and seeing Quad like wanting to be in spaces that you were at, just like your what is your bachelorette party. I was just like, why is she here? Like,
Yeah,
was
like
that something
it was
production
weird.
encouraged? If
Yeah, I'm
production
pretty sure
encouraged?
it was production encouraged, but also, people need money. People need, that's their source of income. Like for me, like I'm not about to be in spaces that I get it that we're filming a show, but that's what they care about. For me, because I think it was Toya. She was like, "Well, me and Simone vowed that we won't, we're not gonna miss an opportunity to be in a scene because you get paid. We want to make sure that you show up as much scenes because you get paid per episode." I
Mhm.
understand that, but it was like I have a job and like I'm not about to show up and be weird. Like it don't make sense because then they'll leave it to you and be like, well, why did you show up? I don't know because they told me to. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want they
Mhm.
will leave you to defend for yourself. And so I was just like, I'm not gonna do something that doesn't really make sense. And
Right.
so, you know, me and Phaedra, we had conversations to the side, and she was like, "Nah, I wouldn't do that. Like, and like if you, it don't make sense for you to do that, you know." And so, you know, that's why me and Phaedra was more so an alliance than anyone. Me, Phaedra, and probably Contessa, because she's kind of an outsider.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Phaedra
yeah,
knows the ins and outs of reality TV. She's been on TV like for a very long time, since the Real Housewives of Atlanta been on TV. But and one more thing about Quad, and we're gonna get off her because I don't really want to keep talking about her.
yeah,
A lot of fans also noticed this as well, that they felt that Quad this past season, now that you're off the show, kind of took your storyline of what you were trying to talk about, of your journey, or what you were trying to do, to then come on and say, "Oh, I'm doing my IVF. I'm trying to do this. Me and King, we're going to try to have this baby." But you just didn't see King being as in on wanting to do this, as it just appeared that it was kind of for a storyline.
yeah, and
And then to see
it
them
probably
break up,
was.
and then he was talking crazy about her on social media. It just kind of gave a weird vibe.
Well, it probably was like, you know, so relationships, like I feel like whenever you're going through IVF, it's not really meant for people that's just in a relationship. Like it's just like that's not gonna work. But also, I did feel that the relationship didn't really seem as genuine, because like I'm not about to be worried about my ex if I'm good here. This is my baby right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to protect that. I want to protect that. And so it didn't come off as genuine. And so you know, unfortunately, I mean, she went on, and I think they felt like that sounded good, because you know, it really didn't make sense for her to try to do the baby thing, because I know prior the year prior, my first season, I was told that she was actually filming, to adopt a baby, you know. And so and then that didn't work out because of
We didn't
some
hear
other
nothing about
things.
that.
Yeah, they ended up not putting it in there, you know. They ended up not putting it in
Mm,
there, because you can film as much, as you can, but they sometimes they don't put it in there.
right.
Like I filmed other things and they didn't air it. So it's just like,
Mm-hmm,
you know,
mm-hmm.
you have no control on what they show. And so I think that at that time they were trying to phase her out and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't understand it either. If you were going to adopt before, then where did it come about? So, you know, maybe it was genuine, maybe it wasn't. It just didn't seem, you know, outside looking in like it was. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it gave storyline to me. I'm sorry. But now you do have a new group of girls that you hang with. I want you to kind of elaborate on that. What is the Doctor's Wives?
Yes, the doctor's
You
wife of
girls be
Atlanta.
out here getting it. Okay. What do you guys, what does this group entail? What does it entail? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
So pretty much we're just a group of friends, and we're all doctors wives, and we all pour back in our community. We volunteer and we use our husband resources to build our community. And you know, and we have fun. Like we try to be socialites. You know, we done our like last year for Christmas we did our Christmas party. So we invited a bunch of medical professionals to come and just have fun, you know, let the hair down, and we did karaoke. And so
Mm,
we had a good time. And so we didn't advertise it as much. So hopefully this upcoming year we'll be able to do a bigger one. But we had such a great time. And so
okay.
and then we volunteered at the Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey's Foundation. We volunteered there. And you know, just helping out. Like we rubbed a lot of shoulders with a lot of people, networking. And we're actually supposed to be going to another golf tournament and volunteering there. For 100, I think it's like 100 Black men. So like we've just been doing different things and meeting, you know, different people, and just really plugging our resources in and just making connections and having fun while we do it. And so I really
Right.
like this group, because I would say that we're real genuine friends. You know, even there's certain times when we were filming content, and you know, one of us may be going through something, and it's just like, okay, well, we're not gonna do content right now. Like, let's just talk. You know, I
Right.
feel like they're true doctor wives, you know, and they really care about the community, and that's why I really enjoy hanging out with them.
Mm, that's good. I've seen a few of your videos with you guys. Y'all look like y'all be having a good time. I'll be like, oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, we
Um,
do.
all right, so let's get on to the next question. I do have one more question about this because I really wanted clarification because some of my subscribers were asking this too. At the reunion, production had you and Dr. G in this separate room from everyone else. Why do
Yeah.
you feel like they were? Why do you feel like that was? Because I was like, why aren't they? Why isn't she
It
over with
made
Simone and
it
them?
made no sense again. Like, I really felt like the producers, they played favoritism. Like, I don't follow any of them. I don't want to have anything to do with them because I felt like they were snakes. I felt like it made no sense. You know, we weren't the aggressors yet. We were separated and separating different hotels and all that. And so that was really getting to a point where I felt like, why are we here? Like, I don't need the money. So why are we here?
Hmm.
Like, I just kind of felt like I can go home. And at one
So do
point, I
you feel
got to
like
the
they
point.
were more so upset because he filed a report, the
He
police
never
report?
did. That's the thing. He never did. Now he did threaten it, but he never did file a report. And so then, you have other people going on their platform saying, "Oh, he filed this just to get the fans talking, get them excited." It's just like these people ain't got shit else to do. You would
Mm.
think that they'd be somewhere pulling teeth, fixing teeth, something, but they're not doing that. This is
Was
their
he
whole life.
threatened? Was Dr. G threatened on the show?
Um, Threatened off the show.
No, threatened on the show by King in that altercation.
In a way, like he just felt like doesn't make sense why you were attacking me, and that's why I got upset because I was like, why are you attacking him? Me and the guy had just spoke, and I said, hey, like he seemed real cool. Like we talked on the boat before we were on the beach, and I was like, yeah, like honestly, we're just trying to move on with our lives. Like we
Mhm.
don't want any drama, but Gregory does want
He
to
was
defend
becoming too
himself.
invested in the issue with Quad and the situation with Dr. G and you. I think he was becoming too invested and it caused it to kind of blow up into something that it didn't need to be.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly think that it was just a performance, to be honest. Because like even when he came out with the statement saying that he was like that they broke up, he said that I asked to be out of the relationship. You don't ask to be out of a relationship. You see
He
what I'm
said,
saying?
"You
That's a
asked me
contract.
out." What?
Like you don't. There's like a
Asked to be
contract.
out of
Like
a
you don't
relationship,
ask to be out. You just be out the relationship. You know
which
what I
kind of
mean?
which kind of sounds like it may have been maybe like a paid boyfriend or something or a contractual
Yeah, I mean,
situation.
some people do that within that space. I mean, people got to do what they got to do to get their money, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it, but I'm just not like just but be honest about your shit. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Be honest about your shit.
I didn't like to see that you guys were just placed off into this side room like you guys were just like extras on the show. I was just like, why are they
I
doing
think
that?
that was just forced. Like I honestly felt like it was definitely planned,
Was the
and
cast saying to production that they didn't feel safe around you guys
I
or that
don't
they just didn't want to film with you guys? What was it?
know. Not really. Because I not really because I was threatened. I was threatened not to come. So I don't think the cast was saying that. It's just that afterwards, production chose what they wanted to do. And
Mhm.
they wanted to face us out, and I think that the cast is going to assist in that. They're loyal to them, so I was just like, okay, and that's fine. And so I just was like, I'm not about to sit here and beg nobody. I don't, these people are not my real friends. So I was like, I'm not about to sit here and beg nobody. Now I do have true, genuine friendship within that group. Like I still talk to Contessa. She's honestly one of the sweetest people on that show, and so I still keep in contact with her.
Yeah, yeah. Contessa seems very cool. So you guys seem like y'all would mesh very well. Do you ever see yourself being back on TV again after kind of getting your feet wet on Married in Medicine?
Mm, honestly, I would love to just be behind the scenes. Like, I have a lot of different ideas that I want to do. That I actually went in and went into the Writers Guild to protect. And so
Mhm.
I have some things that I would like to do because I personally don't care to be in front of the camera. People feel that I'm naturally a comedian, that I'm very silly and funny, which that's what I do. I like to laugh. I just like to have
Mhm.
fun. But if
Mhm.
it's just gonna be constant, just um not coming from a genuine place of conflict, and it's just like and it's very nasty and gutter, I can't be a part of that. It's not in my spirit, that's not in my heart.
And the
And so
materialistic side, I saw that a lot too on the show. It was more
yeah,
so
like that's not me,
materialistic.
and then being very materialistic, that's not who I am. Like I do well for myself just by myself outside of my husband. And so it's just like, when they were trying to throw all the like labels and all that, like that, those things don't really do nothing for me. And I feel like I don't want to have to pretend to be someone I'm not. Like if I'm going to do something, allow me to be me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that you have your own life outside of Dr. G, because the whole stigma in the beginning was that, oh, this girl is coming in. She saw him on TV. She's attaching herself to him and she's coming into his house. I'm kind of glad you said that, because she does have a background of her own. She's kind of self-made when she came in the door. She kind of brought what she had going on. She's retired military. Like you're really doing your thing. So we definitely applaud you for that, because I was just like, wow, the way people kind of
Yeah.
perceived you in the beginning, I don't feel like they gave you a fair shot.
No, and I think that's just done on purpose. Like, I think it's just done on purpose to really create a story. And so that's why I started my YouTube. So I'm like, well, people don't really know my background. And so let me, they made it seem like I was uncultured and all that. I grew up in a military town, so I grew up with a very diverse culture background. And before moving here, I worked for the intelligence community. I worked for the Director of National Intelligence. And so it's just like,
Mhm.
the way they wanted to paint me was a certain way, and I'm like, how come you guys are not highlighting this, and who this is, who I am? It's just like
Mm,
they had
mm.
their idea of what they wanted me to be.
Of
So
this country person, but you're actually well traveled by being in the military. You've been some of everywhere, so probably some
mhm.
places they've never been as doctor's wife. So that's good. There was another question that I wanted to ask you. So also share with them what your YouTube channel is, so that you can get some more traffic over there as well, because she does
Oh
have some
yes,
stuff over there. Are you still doing cooking and stuff too?
I had took a break from YouTube for a while because going through this process with endometriosis, IVF, and all that, it's really been, honestly, it's been a mental battle, and I felt like I needed time off to really focus on myself. And I even like leaving that toxic working environment, I really needed to take time for myself. I like, it's just like I felt like my spirit was just dirty, and I felt like I
Mm,
just needed to really lean into my family, my support, and I think eventually I am going to start releasing more videos. I've done videos. I just haven't. I'm going to be probably releasing stuff that I've recorded. Some things I've, when I was in South Africa, I did a lot of videos there. We did some videos while I was in Japan. And I've done other things. It takes a while, and I also have someone that produces it for me. She
mm,
edits it for me, and so
okay.
sometimes I'm kind of waiting on her to do that.
That's cool. So let the fans know, how are you and Dr. G doing now? How are you guys doing? You guys were doing, I know you guys were doing like marital therapy at one point, right? You guys.
Yes, yes. Yeah, we were doing marital therapy, and lately we have taken a break from marital therapy because, we're not perfect. I would say that our relationship it's up and down. And then during this time of, trying to do the egg retrieval, IVF, and then working, and then, my husband has his own routine that he wants to continue to do. And so I don't feel as supported there. And so, there's times that, we have our moments, but I never ever have painted us to be perfect. And
Right.
so but we've actively have been working on our marriage, our relationship, because I felt like during that time I really needed to take a reset, even with our marriage, because I felt like it was so much junk that was thrown in there. And so
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of felt like, well, I need to take a break, and like let's really focus on us.
Mm. I remember you were saying that you took a break from the whole baby stuff too, to kind of focus on the foundation of your marriage, because that is important. You got to, I mean, you and your spouse, you do have to be on the same page, and not saying you got to be perfect, because there's no perfect relationship or marriage, but you guys definitely, you were definitely working on getting some things right between the two of you before bringing a baby into the situation, because a third person, that's going to take your attention away from,
Yeah.
like, once that foundation is more secure, then I get it. I get it. A lot of people sometimes
Yeah.
want to rush you through the process, but you got to move in the pace that you feel is best for you. So I respect it.
Oh yeah. And then, I very much still want to be a mother. Like that's something, like, I know a lot of people are asking me about, Gregory put me on a time schedule, but um let's be honest, Gregory ain't going to no damn clinic to go get snipped. You know what I'm saying? Like you can
Mm,
say what you want to say, but I know you ain't going to the clinic to get snipped. You ain't gonna
mm.
do all that. So it's like, you can say what you want to say, but I know I'm in control. It's
There
like
you go.
I know I'm in
Yes.
control. Because they not gonna, they talk a lot of stuff, but it's like he not gonna be like,
Mm.
oh, I'm not gonna have it, because you get pregnant, you get pregnant.
Yeah, you do. You do. And
You
just
just
keep
get.
trying. Most of the time, when you're not even trying, is when it happens.
Yeah, that's what happened to my friend. She had issues at first, and then she started doing the IUI. The military was helping her pay for it. And then she was like, this was emotionally it was a lot on her. And she would call me, she'd be upset, she'd be crying about it. The next thing I know, they done tried naturally and she got pregnant. She told me something, well, you need to do it upside down. I'm like,
Girl,
girl,
upside down.
I said, what? I was like,
Girl, hey, whatever you gotta do, child. You gotta do a headstand, get in there and get
yeah,
hey,
so
get
it
in
come it
there.
come when you least expect it. So it's just like, I know a lot of people are anticipating when it's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen, but I think it's just gonna happen on its own time.
And the main thing is not being stressed out, because that definitely affects like your hormones and all that. You gotta have everything has to be in the right balance. So you and him shall take like a nice little vacation away from somewhere it's real tropical, and cut back on the wine and stuff like that, and
Oh
focus on
yeah.
you and him being the intimacy, and doing all the things that it takes to get pregnant. I don't gotta tell you. Okay.
Right. Right. Yes.
Yes, honey, I love it. I'm pulling for you guys because I listen. I get it. I'm a mom. I love being a mom, and I know that's something that you expressed from the beginning, that that's something you want to do. I know Dr. G has been saying for
Yeah.
years that's something he wants. So I think it'll happen within the right timing. Okay, but
Yeah. And
you got to
Gregory, he
slow down
just
and
gotta
focus.
he just gotta make sure he doing what he's supposed to do. Cause I'm like, he gotta realize that he on a time limit as well.
Yeah, but you got to stay on as the wife. You got to stay on him because he's going to get so busy with work and make that a priority. But baby, you got to focus on baby too. So you got to
Yeah.
put everything
Yeah.
within. Yeah, I love it. Tell everybody what else you have going on right now before we go.
So, really, honestly, like I said, working for the CDC, hanging out with the doctors' wives, and just really, I'm getting ready to try to travel. Hopefully, after I do this next egg retrieval, because I'm trying to bank as much eggs as I can. Um, I think I really would like to go to China for some time. I'm thinking about taking
Mm,
some time off from work, really, and just doing some soul searching. And I think I'm going to go to China, and hopefully can go to Thailand sometime this year. I'm hoping with the next month or so I can go. And so I
mm.
was going to take like a month or two off and just do it.
That sounds good. Well, we appreciate it. I did have one of your fans, Miss what's it, Rastanya Lee. She's a fan of you, obviously, and she says
Mhm.
that she does miss seeing you on the television show.
Oh,
Okay. And she also said she stands with you and is praying for you and Dr. G. Okay. So that's the message
thank
that
you,
she
Mama. I appreciate it. Love you.
Miss Rastanya Lee. Thank you, ma'am. Most of the comments, to be honest, I went and I told them to send me some comments in my email about what they wanted to say to you, messages or questions, and most of them were saying they miss seeing you on TV, so they want to see more of
Oh,
you. But you guys can see her over on her YouTube channel because she's over there going live. So go support her there. Comment and let her know how you guys feel about her and that you miss her and all of that. And she'll be
oh.
having more things. Yeah, girl, you have some fans in here. Okay. A lot of people watch me, they love you. So
Thank you,
absolutely.
loves. I really
228
appreciate
watching you
you.
right now and they love you. Okay.
Well, thank
Well,
you so
hopefully this will
much.
not be the last time that we speak, okay? And definitely good vibes and great wishes and prayers up for the baby situation, for peace in this situation, and prayers for you and Dr. G that everything goes the way that it needs to. We are pulling for you. We love you guys. Yes, honey, good vibes over here.
Thank
Um,
you.
yes, was there anything else you wanted to add before we ended the interview? Don't she look
Oh.
great, by the way, y'all? Don't she look great? Okay, she don't like she look anything that she's talking
Thank
about.
you, Lou. Listen, I'm gonna share this one thing. I recently turned 35, June 17th. I'm a
Come on,
Gemini.
35.
I turned 35, and I wanted to share something because my sister, she really was cracking me up because she is over in Africa, South Africa, living her best life. And so
Oh.
I had my egg retrieval the day after my birthday. So I really couldn't do what I wanted to do. And then I had to recover. And so it was so funny. My sister sent me, she was out in the mountains and the spa and all that. I'm like, she sent in a group chat with me and my cousins, and so I sent her that little Snoop Dogg meme with him rolling down the window from Baby Boy, and
Oh,
I was like, I want to see that on my doggone birthday helper, but
wow.
but I was like, I was just frustrated. I was like, dang. But that's why I said I was wanting to go to China and all that, because I'm about to really pour into myself for my birthday. I've been recovering.
China, they have all these types of special herbs and stuff. You might
They
get over there and find
do.
something that kind of you come back with an addition.
I know they got a lot of Chinese medicine and all that kind
That's
of
what I'm
stuff.
saying.
And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do some soul searching out there. I'm gonna try to go get me some herbs, bring them back. And I'm, hopefully pretty soon y'all you gonna see me being a mama.
Hey, mama, come on. I want to see you with twins because you are.
Oh Lord.
I want to see you with twins. You're a twin. Dr. G is a twin. Girl, that would be great. A boy and a girl, or 2 girls, or 2 boys.
Oh
Right?
my gosh. You know
Let me
what?
send the
I'm
waves.
be blessed with whatever God give me,
Let me
honestly.
send the waves your way.
Right.
All right. I had a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed. All right. She shared a lot. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. We love you. And hopefully this won't be the last time that we get to talk to you. Okay. You
All
guys
right,
check her
love.
out. Tell them again what's your YouTube channel so they can come and check you out.
Yes, you guys can follow me, like and subscribe the Real Sweet Tea on YouTube, and also check out at the Doctor's Wives of Atlanta on YouTube and on Instagram and TikTok.
Come on. All right. Thank you, ma'am. We will talk to you later. All right. Tell Dr. G we said hello and thank you for giving us your time. Okay, today in this interview.
All right, y'all take care.
You too. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Did y'all enjoy that? That's the homie. She is so cool. Yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Y'all like the interview? I saw Wente Talk in the building. Thank you, Wente Talk, for stopping by. Thank you for the super sticker. Astute Queen Bee. Astute Queen Bee. Astute Thoughts. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. She said, yes, friend, great interview. Thank you so much. We've got a lot of content creators that stopped through here to support, as well as my Caramelians. Y'all know I appreciate you and love you guys down. Thank you to my top flight mods for being here as well. Rose and Truth and Tef. Thank you all for being here. All the content creators that stopped by. Thank you guys. Everybody watching from the bushes. Thank you guys as well. Please drop down and let me know what y'all think about this interview and what she shared. Anything that you guys may want to ask additionally, let me know, because I can definitely reach back out to her. I do keep in contact with her. And in my next video, I can definitely come back and give you guys the answers to that as well. All right. Yes. Okay. She said she's hitting me up now. But thank you guys. All right. We're going to go ahead and end this video now. My apologies also for the technical difficulties, you guys. It was so much crazy shit going on behind the scenes. But thank y'all for sticking with us and staying. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna hit her when I get out. But yeah, thank y'all for sticking and staying with us. All right. And until the next video, you guys keep your notifications on until we go live again. Until the next one, guys. I'll see y'all later. Love you guys down. Bye.